What's up everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Now, in today's video, we're going to be putting a little bit of a twist on things. In the past videos, I've only unboxed our packages for you and also showed you how to follow the template cards inside the boxes to make designs. But today we're going to be doing something that's a little bit more outside of the box. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple picture frame out of STiKidotz. So before we get started, let's go over a list of things you're going to need to create your simple STiKidotz picture frame. Now obviously, the first thing you need is a STiKidotz base. This is a white edition of our 22 by 22 pixel STiKidotz base that comes in our standard starter pack. The next thing you're going to need is an X-Acto knife. This is what we're going to use to cut a hole out of the center of our STiKidotz base, which is where our picture is going to be showing through. The next thing you need is a cutting board. This can literally be anything. It could be a block of wood, it could be a stone brick, it could be the regular cutting board your mom or dad uses to cut things in the kitchen. As long as it keeps your tables protected from any cuts or scratches and you do not mind scratching it up yourself, just make sure you wash it first, clean it off to make sure we do not get any kind of dust or debris on the back of our STiKidotz base. Then you're going to get yourself a picture. It could be a picture of you, it could be a picture of your dog, your cat, it doesn't matter at all. I found this image on Google Images. I love Pokemon. Charmander is my favorite starter, and every time I start a new game, I always choose him. So I am choosing this one to make a picture frame out of. The final things you're gonna need are your dots blocks. Now, each starter pack comes with only 3 of each color of these. I got an additional add-on pack with more because I need more to create a theme out of this. Now, I feel like red, yellow, and orange is a great color scheme to make a theme picture frame out of a Charmander. But if your design or your project doesn't call for extra colors or extra blocks, you do not need to buy extra ones. This is just for my personal project, alright? So now, I believe we've covered everything we need. Let's go ahead and get started with the process of actually creating our simple STiKidotz picture frame. So the first thing you want to do is print your portrait out. Now, portrait size is very important when you're making your simple STiKidotz picture frame, and here's why. If you print it out too big, you won't have much room to design around the border of your STiKidotz base. If you make it too small, then you won't really be able to see much of the picture itself. So, this 22 by 22 STiKidotz base, it measures about 4 inches by 4 inches. I recommend cutting your picture out around 3 inches by 3 inches. So, I want the actual image to be about 2.5 by 2.5 inches though, and here's why. When I cut out the square where my photo will be showing through, the borders will not be showing because it's going to be stuck to the back of this picture frame. The only thing that's going to be showing is the actual image itself. And that image, I want it to be within a 2.5 by 2.5 inch area. So, let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to cut this out. This is how I start. I place the image on top, in the center of the STiKidotz base, right about there. That looks fine. And I'm gonna take some of the few extra black dots blocks that I use from other projects, and I'm going to see about where the image starts on each of the 4 sides, and I'm gonna make a marker right there. So this one, it looks as though the image will start about right here. So I'm gonna put my marker down right there. And then I'm gonna take another one of my black dots blocks. Let's see, it looks like the image starts about right here. And now I gotta go on these 2 sides. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see. That looks good. And 2 more. We're gonna go right about there. Perfect. Alright, so now we can go ahead and follow along these lines, making a small little grid with the black dots blocks. Now the only thing we need is the inside square. So once I have the inside square filled out, I can go ahead and take off these extra pieces in case I need to use them. Just like that. Alright, so notice that this block right here is not a perfect square. So what are we going to do to fix that? Well, I am going to cut on the outside of these two lines, and then I'm going to cut on the inside of these two lines. So outside of the vertical lines, but inside the horizontal lines. And that should give me the perfect dimension for this photo to show through. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with cutting. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife. Remember, you always keep the cover on unless you're using it. So we're going to use it right now. Nice and easy, just like that. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to start cutting. Remember, we're starting on the outside of the vertical lines, and we're ending on the inside of the horizontal lines. So I want to start my cut on the right side, but underneath the horizontal line. So about not here, but right about here. Alright, so let's go ahead and start cutting. There we go. That's one. Let's go ahead and flip this over so that it's a little bit easier for me to use my right hand. That's two. And now we're going on the inside of the horizontal line. So I'm going to rotate it right now to make it a vertical line just so it's easier for me to cut it. Now we're going to flip it over again, and we're going to finish that next cut. Alright, let's flip it over. It looks like we can use some more clean cuts right here, here, and right here. No problem at all. I'm going to fix that right now. You know what? I know the problem. The reason it's not fully cut right here is because this block is preventing me from cutting it all the way through. So I already have a good idea of where my cuts are going to be, and once I pull this off, I'll actually see the visible cuts, so I can use that as a reference to where I need to cut further. So let's go ahead and peel all these off. So now I can see, I'm not sure if you can see it through the camera, but I can definitely see it. Now I see a cut right there and a cut right there. There's this little piece right here that's not cut, so we're just going to complete that cut. There we go. Let's put the cover back on our knife since we're not using it anymore. We're going to put this aside. We're going to pop this right out. And there we go. That is the basis of our photo frame, our simple STiKidotz picture frame. So we're going to put this aside. We don't need it right now, but definitely do not throw this piece out. This is a perfect square piece. You can definitely make more designs on this in the future. So we're going to put this aside. Alright. You can always check if the size of your hole is correct by placing your image underneath it, and it looks perfect to me. So we're going to continue moving forward. We're going to put this image aside, and we're going to start decorating our border. Alright, so here we go. Alright, and that is it. This is our fully designed, decorated STiKidotz picture frame. Alright, so let's go ahead and pat everything down, make sure all the dots are in place. Let's go ahead and move a few more things out of the way. Alright, now let's go ahead and get our portrait. Let's put it underneath. Let's just get a good idea of what it's going to look like. Now that looks pretty cool to me. Now I hope you guys noticed that I did not have any template or anything to make this border. I really just thought that stripes would be a simple way to make this design and make it look good, so that's what I went with. So we're going to take this STiKidotz base, carefully pick it up, make sure that none of the pieces come off. We're going to flip it over. Now before we do this, make sure that your surface is clean, alright? Because it's going to be sticking to the table a little bit. but that's no problem. We're gonna pull it right back off. Just make sure it's clean so that it doesn't get any kind of dust or debris on it. So, we're gonna flip this over, easily, very carefully, pull off this paper back layer, just like that. We're gonna put this aside. We're gonna flip it back over. Oops, a couple pieces came off, no problem, we'll just put it right back on, just like that. Try not to put your fingers all over the back, try to hold it by the very edges, alright? Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna position this over our portrait right here. Try to center it as much as possible, just like that. And it sticks, you see? It sticks just like that. Alright, and that is our STiKidotz picture frame. Let's go ahead and bring this out to a wall. So I think this cabinet will be a great space to put our new STiKidotz picture frame. So we're gonna take a wet paper towel, we're gonna clean off the area where we're gonna put it first. Then I have a dry paper towel so we can go ahead and dry off that moisture. Just like that. Alright, and now we're going to take our simple STiKidotz picture frame. Let's put it right over here. Pat down nice and firmly. And just like that, we have our simple STiKidotz picture frame.